everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ryan Narina Molita, and my student number is 0924014581. I am from class PPE 2024 at the English Department, University of Pekalongan. In this video, I would like to present my final assignment for this course, Writing for Professional Content. I have chosen an analytical evaluation text entitled The Use of Mobile Phones in School. I choose this text because the topic is very relevant to students like me. This issue of mobile phones use in school is something we face in our daily academic life. It affects our learning habit, focus, and even our digital behavior. This text is also interesting because it presents a balanced argument. It gives strong supporting points such as improving communication, helping with learning, and building digital literacy. At the same time, it includes fire counter arguments like detection and cyberbullying. This makes the text more objective and stable for practicing critical thinking. Moreover, this text helped me connect the content with my own personal experience, which is very useful for answering hard questions, especially question number 5. Lastly, I find the language of the text to be clear and academic. This helped me develop my writing fluency and speaking skill during this assignment. Now, I'm going to read the text. A question for define the text. The title of the text is The Use of Mobile Phones in School. Let's begin. Title: The Use of Mobile Phones in School. Message statement: Mobile phones should be allowed in school as they can enhance communication, facilitate learning, and prepare students for the digital world. Argument: enhance communication. Mobile phone enables students to communicate, parents, guardians, and emergency service in case of emergencies. They also allow for instant communication with teachers and classmates for academic purposes such as group projects and study sessions. Facilitate learning. Mobile phones provide access to hours of educational resources, including online textbook, educational apps, and interactive learning platforms. They enable students to conduct research, access information quickly, and assist in self-directed learning, enhancing their academic performance and knowledge retention. Preparation for the digital world. Into the digital age, proficiency with technology is essential for success in education and the workforce. Allowing mobile phones in school helps students develop digital literacy skills, including internet research, information evaluation, and collaboration, preparing them for future academic and professional endeavors. Counter argument: distraction. Critics argue that mobile phones can be a source of distraction in the classroom, leading to distracted focus, academic performance, and disruptive behavior. Students may be tempted to use their phones for non-academic purposes, such as texting on social media or gaming, instead of paying attention to the lesson. Cyberbullying and being used. Opponents of mobile phone use in school raise concern about the potential for cyberbullying, harassment, and inappropriate content dissemination among students. Without proper surveillance and cleanliness, mobile phones may be used for negative purposes, compromising school safety and student well-being. Conclusion. In conclusion, while there are valid concerns about the potential drawback of using mobile phones in school, the benefits outweigh the risks. Mobile phones can enhance communication, facilitate learning, and prepare students for the digital world, making them valuable tools for education. By implementing clear policies, guidelines, and monitoring measures, schools can harness the potential of mobile phones to promote academic achievement, digital literacy, and student success. How do mobile phones impact academic performance in school? Answer: Mobile phones can significantly improve academic performance in school when used with proper guidance and purpose. According to this text, mobile phones give access to a wide range of educational resources such as online textbook, apps, and interactive platforms. These resources support learning both inside and outside the classroom. For example, students can watch tutorial videos, use dictionary apps, and read digital articles anytime they need. This kind of systematic learning empowers students to take control of their education. The text also mentioned that this improved knowledge retention means students remember the lesson better when they learn at their own pace using technology. In addition, mobile phones help with quick information access during group projects or homework, which makes study sessions more efficient. So, overall mobile phones, when misused, can boost productivity, enhance engagement, and improve overall academic results. For number one, the keywords are in paragraph 3. iPhone educational resources, self-directed learning, and academic performance. We show how mobile phones support better study outcomes. Question number 2. Where are the existing school policies regarding mobile phone use and how effective are they? Answer. The text then explains specific policies, but it strongly emphasizes the school must implement clear policies, guidelines, and monitoring system. This means every school should create their own rule about how and where phones can be used. For example, some schools might only allow phone during break time or for specific assessment. The effectiveness of these policies depends on how consistently they are enforced and whether students understand the reason behind them. Without policies, students might use their phones for gaming, social media, or ever cheating. But with strict monitoring and clear expectation, mobile phones can be a valuable learning tool rather than a source of detection. So, policies are effective if they are clear, communicated well, and supported by teachers, students, and parents. For question number 2, I4 implementing clear policies, guidelines, and monitoring measures in the conclusion. These are the important parts that answer how school manage mobile phone use. Question number 3. What strategies can be implemented to mitigate distraction and misuse of mobile phones in school? To reduce distraction and misuse of mobile phones, school can apply several strategies. First, they can create strict phone use rules in class, such as requiring phones to be silent or placed in designated area unless needed for learning. Teachers can also include mobile phones in structured learning, like using educational apps during lesson, so students use them with purpose. The text also mentions the importance of supervision and guidelines. This means school must actively monitor students and teach them about digital responsibility. It's not enough to ban phones. Students should learn via certain behavior like cyberbullying or cheating are harmful. Another effective strategy is promoting digital literacy program, where students are taught how to behave online, check the accuracy of information, and avoid harmful websites. This makes students more disciplined and aware of their digital habits. For number 3, the keywords are in paragraph 4. I4 detection, reuse of mobile phones, and cleanliness. This will solve the problem and solution related to mobile phone usage in section number 4. How does digital literacy education influence student responsible use of mobile phones? Answer. Digital literacy education teaches students how to use mobile phones and the internet responsibly, safely, and effectively. According to this text, digital literacy includes skills like internet research, information evaluation, and online collaboration. The skills are not only useful at school but also for students' future in higher education and the workplace. Students who are digital literate know how to avoid fake news, respect copyright, and use sources correctly in assignment. With digital literacy, students are also more likely to use their phones for learning instead of entertainment. They understand what is appropriate and what is not. This means they're less likely to waste time on social media or get involved in cyberbullying. Also, digital literacy helps students develop discipline, awareness, and responsibility when using technology, and this is exactly what schools need today. For question number 4, the keywords are in paragraph 4, digital literacy skill, internet research, information evaluation, and online cooperation. This shows how students can use phone responsibly. Question number 5, how has your personal experience shaped your perspective on aspect of academic performance and student well-being? Answer. For my personal experience, mobile phones have helped me a lot with studying. I use them to search for materials, check grammar, and watch educational videos. For example, when I don't understand something in class, I can quickly look it up or ask classmates through WhatsApp group. This saves time and helps me study better. But I also know mobile phone can a big distraction. I often get distracted by notifications, especially from social media like Instagram or TikTok. This year, I've started using focus mode or turning off my phone when I'm trying to study seriously. My experience reflects what the text said about distraction and misuse. I agree with the conclusion that schools should set clear boundaries and rules so phones are used for learning, not playing. So, my perspective in these mobile phones are very useful tools. Students like me must learn to use them wisely or they'll become a problem instead of a help. Number 5. I connected my experience to the text with distraction, key boundaries, and responsible use. These are in paragraph 4 and the conclusion.